Snow and ice on ramps, loading docks or entrances may lead to vehicle damage, personal injury and lost business. The most practical and economical method to safeguard continuous access to car parks, office buildings, shopping centres or hotels is the ViaGuard snow melting system, the rugged and reliable solution from Raychem. The ViaGuard system is a total solution. A full range of components and accessories allows for a complete installation, fully compliant with electrical requirements. When low temperature and moisture are detected by the combined temperature and moisture sensor, the system will be switched on. The information from the sensor reaches the control unit, which energizes the heating cable. Power is supplied to the heating cable by the rugged, temperature-resistant cold lead cable. A connection kit provides a reliable link between the cold lead cable and the heating cable. The core of the ViaGuard system is the easy-to-install, self-regulating heating cable. Highly energy efficient, this cable adapts heat output to local temperatures at every point along its length. An end seal kit safely terminates the heating cable. After performing an insulation resistance test on the heating cable, the cable can be installed. With every kit supplied, Raychem provides clear instructions. The end seal is made immediately to avoid ingression of moisture. The cable's outer jacket is removed. The braid is pushed back and cut. The cable is cut to the correct length. The inner heat-shrinkable sleeve is positioned and installed on the heating cable. Squeeze for about 5 seconds until molten adhesive appears. Wrap the mastic tightly around the heating cable. Place the outer sleeve and shrink the first 40 millimeters. Then, after 30 seconds, shrink the rest of the sleeve until molten adhesive appears. The completed end seal is securely fixed to the mesh. The heating cable can now be laid out. Cable ties are used to fix the cable to the reinforcing mesh. Fit a tie every 300 millimeters. Keep in mind the maximum circuit length. The ends of the cable ties are trimmed. The installation of the ViaGuard system is easy and flexible. No complex designing and pre-manufacturing is required. The layout is simply adapted to the on-site requirements. Before connecting the cold lead cable, perform an insulation resistance test as shown. Score and remove the outer jacket. unpick the braid and twist it together. Score and remove the electrical insulation. Cut the core and pull one conductor sideways. Remove the remaining core material. Measure the resistance. It must be greater than 20 megaohm. Note the results on the test record sheet. Continue with the cold lead connection. Position the yellow and green sleeve onto the braid. Position the black sleeves onto the conductors. Shrink the sleeves. Position the sleeve and shrink it. Squeeze for about 5 seconds. Mark the heating cable. Place the sleeve over the heating cable. Trim the conductors and the braid to leave 10 millimeters exposed. Prepare the cold lead cable. The length of the cold lead should not exceed 55 meters for circuits up to 32 amp. For higher currents, the length should not exceed 5 meters. If the power supply is located further away, the cold lead should be connected to a junction box. Place the crimps onto the cold lead phase conductors and onto the yellow and green cold lead conductor. Place the sleeves over the cold lead phase conductors. Insert the conductors into the crimps. Crimp this firmly. Position the sleeves centrally over the crimps and shrink them. Fold the mastic long ways and wrap it around the sleeve next to the braid. Wrap the other mastic firmly around the conductors as shown. Connect the braid to the yellow and green cold lead conductor. Wrap the third mastic around the heating cable and the last one around the cold lead cable. Position the sleeve centrally over the connection. Shrink it, starting in the middle and working towards each end in turn until molten adhesive appears at the edges. Install the control unit sensor midway between the heating cable runs. Make sure it's supported at the correct height and mounted vertically. The sensor cable should be protected by a metallic conduit and routed under the reinforcing mesh.